Every child deserves a chance at a bright future. Every child deserves a chance at a strong education. Every child deserves a chance at a warm environment. Every child deserves a chance. If you could give a child one gift to help ensure that chance, what would it be? One thing that all children want and need is security. Security comes in many forms, but for children living below poverty level, security could simply be a space bounded by comfort, a place to dream. That is what Sweet Dreamz provides to thousands of children each year, that and so much more.
What happens to your body when you sleep?
You grow.
You grow? Who can tell me what else happens when you're sleeping?
Sweet Dreamz was founded in 1998. It is a nonprofit organization providing the essentials of sleep education to at-risk children. Almost half the population in Detroit live at or below poverty level. Every night, thousands of children go to bed without basic essentials, such as blankets, pillows, or a toothbrush. Many don't have a bed of their own or a safe place to sleep. Sweet Dreamz' mission is to ensure that all kids have a comfortable night's sleep.
I've been teaching here in Detroit public schools for 25 years, and I've never seen anything as wonderful as this, because many of our children do not have a bed to sleep in at night. They tell me that. Or they have to sleep several people in a bed. This way, with this sleeping bag, at least they'll have their own space. And to be given a gift of a teddy bear, a nightshirt, an activity book, crayons, this is over and above anything that anybody else has ever done, and I think it's wonderful.
This principal right here is such an energetic person. I move around, sometimes not by design, but because I have to get out of this hard wooden chair. So we asked a child who slept on a mattress or maybe the floor for that night or wherever, now we want him or her to sit for 2 hours at a time, a class, in a hard wooden chair, and sleep will overcome you.
It's not a topic that we always talk about the importance of sleep, but I think it does impact us in more ways than one, and to have the sleep trainers explain to the children exactly how you're impacted on a physical level, you know, as far as growing up and development, the growth and development of your body, it's good to hear that, and you're right, parents and teachers, we just say go to bed.
The concept behind the Sweet Dreamz program is simple. The REM sleep program, Rest, Educate, Motivate, is taught to elementary school children in a fun and interactive way by trained sleeper teacher volunteers. The program is hands-on with games, songs, and activities.
Well, our program really has two components. It has the educational component as well as the warmth and comfort. They are brought into the classroom, and we use the acronym READY, and every time they hear READY the rest of their life, they think about getting ready for bed. And each letter stands for something. R is relax before bedtime, E is eat a healthy snack. Each letter means something that educates the child on how to actually prepare to sleep so that when they do go to bed, they get a full rested night's sleep. Each child receives a full adult-sized sleeping bag and a tote that has a sleep shirt in it and socks, a toothbrush and toothpaste, crayons, an activity book, and a Beanie Baby. The item that they get the most excited over is the toothbrush. And I've heard them say, "Do you mean I don't have to share this? This is my toothbrush?" And I said, "Yes, it's yours." And they have their own toothpaste. And they have the Beanie Baby to hug when they're going to bed. And they have their own place to sleep, their own space now that'll keep them warm. I just wish we could get to more schools.
I believe we need to give every child an equal opportunity, and we can try to educate them and try to educate them equally, but if they're not getting the rest they need at home, if they don't have parents who know or understand the importance of that rest, if they haven't been educated about that, if they're falling asleep in the classroom, then they're already starting off at an unfair advantage. You know, our goal is to bring our program to these children to teach them how they can make a difference in their own lives. We also, you know, send things home to the parents to learn from, but the goal is to empower the children and have them learn how to take care of themselves in their own environment and give them the tools, not only through the education, but also through the sleep kit that we give them. And hopefully they'll hang on to that for years to come, because sleeping bags last a long time.
And it's not just the sleeping bags that will last a long time. Research has shown that many of the problems that adults encounter later in life have their roots in their early developmental years.
Well, we're only beginning to find out what are all the bad things that happen to children who don't get enough sleep. But high among the list has got to be cognitive and behavioral issues. So we're thinking that children are probably not going to be able to perform as well in school, either in earlier grades when behavior is critical and paying attention is critical, and how they treat each other in class is critical, or in later grades when issues that have more to do with attention and focus and cognitive ability are critical.
In today's world, it may be more important than ever to make sure that our children have every chance to succeed. It all starts with a good night's sleep. And that's why it's so important that Sweet Dreamzzz is able to continue to go out into the community where they make a direct impact on so many lives.
Our goal is to go beyond what we did this past year, and each year our goal is to increase that amount of children served. In the end, we need the donations. We have been gifted with large and small donations from foundations to companies to individuals, and these donations are the things that allow us to continue to do what we do.
We're all here together, whether some of us are more endowed with rewards, some less, but if you got more, you should give more. As someone once told me, anybody can write a check, and check writing is good, but it's also to be involved. And whether it be just Sweet Dreamzzz or other activities, we should be helping our brothers, because we're all in it together, whether we like it or not.
Since its inception over 10 years ago, Sweet Dreamzzz has helped over 20,000 children. And while that sounds like a great number, there are hundreds of thousands of children throughout Michigan that are at risk and in need today. It's only through your generous contributions that Sweet Dreamzzz can continue this important work. After all, every child deserves a chance for a brighter future. Thank you for your consideration and support.